Good morning. This is Over the Hump Day, Wednesday, September 30th. Bill Loveridge here with Community Church of Loyalton's Daily Devotion. Today's devotion by Jason Taylor from the American Fellowship of Cowboy Churches is titled Driving Cattle Up a Hill. On a foggy late summer morning, just as the day was beginning to break, we turned out dogs to bay on a set of spoiled, rotten, fat farmers' cows. It's important for you to know the set of cows to appreciate the real pain in the butt they were. The farmer had been trying to pin them for a whole week. First it was the feed truck and some cubes, and then four-wheelers. Eventually several chicken farmers and friends trying with all their might on backyard horses just as fat and spoiled as the cows themselves. All only ended up with sore backsides and a level of frustration we have all shared. As I enjoyed the daybreak, I listened to the dogs work, just barely able to see the cattle through the thick fog, and my son and a couple of friends I've been blessed to work with for several years, I thank the good Lord for them all, and the fact that I was riding a good horse and getting to do what I love. As I watched the cattle dogs circle the herd of 145 cows with calves, I noticed several cows would come out of the herd and drift off, trying to leave the bunch. Never just running as if to escape, just easing off as if to say, I don't have to. Proverbs 18:1 and 2. He who separates himself seeks his own desire. He quarrels against all sound wisdom. Sure enough, there would be 6 dogs right in her face, and she would slowly circle her way back to the safety of the herd. It took 2 hours to get this set of cattle pushed out of about 45 acres. I've never seen a more spoiled, fat, lazy bunch of cattle. They weren't wild. They weren't scared. They were simply spoiled. God clearly showed me this is the condition of most Christians. We are no longer wild or afraid. We, for the most part, are just fat, lazy, and spoiled rotten. It is near impossible to drive cattle up a hill, let alone spoiled cattle. So we made several attempts, each time with the cattle spilling back to one direction or the other, and we would simply put more pressure on them as we turned them back up the hill. I was getting madder and madder with each effort along with my partners, both man and dog. The dogs had went from barking in the face of these spoiled cattle to right up close on their ears, and we had stopped just pushing cattle and were driving these suckers hard. Finally, and just about all at once, they gave it up and started up the hill. Proverbs 18:14. The spirit of a man can endure his sickness, but as for a broken spirit, who can bear it? Once these cattle's spirit had been broken, there was no match for a few good hands and some good dogs. Lord, I see myself in many days of my life in that set of cattle, bent on doing things my way and when I am ready. Lord, I pray that I stay broken before you and that you move me and use me whenever and wherever you see fit, and that I would have a willing spirit and an able mind and sound body and simply obey. Proverbs 18:22. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. Proverbs 18:24. A man of too many friends comes to ruin, but there is a friend that sticks closer than a brother. Lord, I thank you for my traveling partners in this life. A good wife I don't deserve, and a few good friends I can count on. Most of all, I thank you for being my friend and riding with me every day along this trail of life. Well, I hope that's our prayers as well. And may we have a day of not pushing spoiled cattle up the hill. We'll see you tomorrow. Blessings to you.